Next on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the July 28th, 5 amended, and the August 25th, 2025. You should got a copy of these minutes earlier to look over. Does anyone have any questions? If not, I seek a motion to approve the minutes from the July 28th, 2025, and the August 25th.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Hearing a motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I seek approval for the approval of the minutes from the July 28th, 2025 amended and the August 25th, 2025 meetings. All those in show of favor, raise of hand. On the agenda is adjustment approval of the agenda. There's two additions. One is to add a budgetary summary, 7, and add new business number 7. Approval of agreement regarding school assignment for Catawba and Lincoln County by the boundary update between Catawba and Lincoln County. I seek a motion to approval for these two additions.
Make a motion.
I've heard a motion. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adding consent number 7, a budgetary summary. Number 2, add new business number 7, approval of agreement regarding school assignment for Catawba and Lincoln County students impacted by the boundary update between Catawba County and Lincoln County. All those in approval show a raise of hand. Unanimous. Next is the chairman's report. Since the last meeting, a lot has happened. Passed away the day after our meeting. Put those two things together. Talking about the receiving. You never got a drug for anybody. I would think. Let's go out and live like that. Next on the agenda will be the superintendent.
Thank you, Chairman Settlemeyer. Members of the board, I want to thank you for a great work session today. We've had a great start to the school year, and just watching the ROTC students back with us just brings a smile back to my face. So that being said, we're going to celebrate some of our employees, and if the board would meet me up front, and Mr. Geddes, of course. All right, everyone. Well, exciting times. I want to welcome again Mr. Chris Geddes, our Homes for Heroes sponsor. Has been doing it for I don't even know how many years now. So thank you very much. We appreciate that. Each one of our employees of the month gets a gift certificate that you won't retire on, but it'll get you a nice meal and a plaque. And I think the plaque's probably most meaningful to show your hard work and dedication for our students here in Catawba County. So the first one is our Administrator of the Month from H.M. Arndt Middle School, Mr. Chavis Sims. Please come on up. Mr. Sims is joined by his principal himself this evening, also his wife and family. What a great family. Also, Ms. Sims being our principal at Clyde Campbell now, too. Mr. Sims has done a wonderful job at Arndt Middle School. His passion, his love, his joy, kindness for all, just does a great job. And this past year, he and his staff just knocked it out of the park with academic growth and success. Because of his leadership and his staff just jumped on board and made some mid-course corrections And as a result, Arndt Middle is back on top for our middle schools, where I know that he's proud and we're proud of him. Great job, Mr. Sims. Congratulations. We're staying in the St. Feeder this time, and we're super excited. Mr. Diggs is our school counselor from Webb A. Murray. Come on up, and I've got some great things to talk to you about, Mr. Diggs, or about him. So Mr. Diggs has just been a wonderful addition to Murray. Mrs. Garcia and Mr. Robinson joining him tonight. Mr. Diggs has gone out of his way to be part of the community. Community visits, home visits, apartments, you name it, Mr. Diggs goes. He's also so inviting. Parents love to come in and talk to him. Our students love him. When I went to go celebrate him the other day with our great group, he was in the room playing with teachers a counseling lesson. And we think the world of you, Mr. Diggs. Just keep making that commute from Denver, and for that, we'll be extremely happy. Let's give him another round of applause. And that's Denver, North Carolina, not Colorado. And last but not least, from Bunker Hill, the Hill, Miss Anita Lofton. Come on up. Let's give her a round of applause. Miss Lofton's joined tonight by her husband. I'm glad I got that right. I should introduce myself earlier. Thank you for all your patience, because I know she spends a lot of time at work. So, also to Dr. Clark, our principal, Amy Sigmund, our district data manager. I told Miss Lofton we went out to celebrate her, and I think half of the county was with us. And so we're just so thankful for you, Miss Lofton. Our data managers work so hard behind the scenes. And I've seen it firsthand. It's a lot, and you do a great job. We love how you work with our counselors and our teachers. You just do a wonderful job. So let's give it up for Miss Lofton. All right, let's get a picture. Everybody up here? Count down, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Aaron, I'd have them take you out to eat. Thank you, members of the Board of Education. And last under my report is Dan Moore. He's going to give us a quick construction update. Thank you, Mr. Moore.
Thank you, Dr. Stover, Chairman Settlemeyer, members of the board. A couple of projects that we're bringing to the end. We see here Maiden Elementary School, which last week when I went down there Thursday, the paving company was actually there to begin to pave the track. I haven't been back. I don't know if that has come to fruition yet or not, but I know that they were there to actually complete that process. Secondarily, you also see pictures for all our playground equipment that has been installed, and those playscapes were being used on that day. That was the first day that they had been allowed to play there. So the children are very excited to be able to access that new equipment. And also a outdoor basketball goal has been installed with a surface to play foursquare and other activities. So Maiden Elementary School is very close to being finished. We hope to close that project out in December, if not sooner. I will have to find that out to make sure. Okay.
Talked to Ms. Plemons, and she said that is the PTO's taking that up.
PTO did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably hopefully see some sales maybe close to the end of the year or maybe to start next year.
Okay.
Yep.
There's no trees there, so
Town of Maiden's putting up lighting around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And hopefully as that area, that play area becomes more, a better grassed area, that it would be an opportunity for town teams, rec teams to practice their soccer as well. So we're excited with that partnership with the town.
Thank
Yes, sir. So our next project, of course, is the completion of Maiden Middle School, HVAC project there. Some work that you see, we've created a new electrical room. This was in a large room in what used to be, years ago, the old automotive building. And it's new electrical service that will be required as we continue our additions and renovations at that site. So there is that panel box that is installed, and we are beginning now, or DDI is beginning now to install the gas piping for the heat for those rooftop units. And you see those pictures there as well. We're very pleased with our partnership there at the school. There's some things that we have to continue to work through, but both these projects are coming to an end, and we're thankful for both DDI and also Hickory Construction at Maiden Elementary School. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have for these two projects.
I just wanted to state that I stopped by and saw the security vestibule, and it looks really nice. Floors and everything, I mean, it really looks good, and it's something they've needed for a long time.
Yes, we're very thankful for that addition to that school.
Thank you, Mr. Morton.
Thank you.
Next up is public comments, and that'll be led by Clayton Mullis.
The Catawba County Board of Education appreciates and welcomes all public comments. Members of the public who have signed up to speak may address board members on any topic of concern during the public comment section of a regular meeting. Each speaker will be allowed a maximum of 3 minutes to address the Catawba County Board of Education members. A time clock will be displayed to assist each speaker with their 3-minute time limit. Speakers should direct their comments to board members rather than to the audience. Comments by members of the public should be respectful without slander toward any other member of the public, community member, or or any member of the Catawba County Board of Education. Any displays of approval or disapproval are out of order unless otherwise directed by the board chair. The first speaker is Matt Sin.
Good evening. My name is Matt Sin. Thank you, board, fellow citizens, for giving me the opportunity to speak. To remind everybody, I was born and raised in North Carolina, been through the public school system, K through 12. I'd like to think that Catawba County thinks of me as a friend. My main goal today was to mention public school meal debt. I've pledged and given over $10,000. You can ask Karen Barrier about that for public school meal debt, but the need is still there. We need to make sure families take the responsibility to pay for their students, and if they can't afford to apply for assistance without fear of any government repercussions. I myself received 7 days a week, 3 meals a day, public school provided meals my junior and senior year. So the state realizes how important nutrition is to learning. So young people shouldn't be penalized if their parents are not able to pay, and we need to do more, either have fundraisers. I've offered to have fundraisers, and I've also pledged to help. Now, I did not know that Dr. Leslie Barnett had passed, so I want to spend the last minute and a half. I think at the least she deserves some reflection without anybody else being brought up. Whether you agreed or disagreed with her, nobody can doubt that Catawba County and North Carolina is better for her having lived, and worked here. I only knew her for a short time this year, but in that short time, she became, one, an inspiration to me, and two, a mentor. In our conversations, she described her background, and I would put her background against anybody in the state, including our state superintendent. For her to be on this council with all her accomplishments, experience, was a blessing that many other school boards don't have. Now, in the last couple seconds, I want to pledge that I, Matt Sin, will continue Dr. Barnett's legacy of advocating for public education, fairness, and educating all of our students. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sin, for your comments and for your pledge to the school debt.
Next speaker is Ms. Kimberly Turk.
Thank you. When my son was a sixth grader at Clyde Campbell Elementary, his sixth grade team competed with the middle school science Olympiad and made it to states. That was also the first year I volunteered. I have volunteered at both the local and the state level, and I was even part of helping with the national tournament. I'm currently running the Hickory tournament, and I'm afraid this may be the last year for the Hickory tournament. CVCC has decided that they can no longer be a sponsoring partner for Science Olympiad, leaving us with no site for Science Olympiad to happen. We are currently the westernmost site of Science Olympiad in North Carolina, and this means hundreds of middle and high school students will no longer have the opportunity to participate. The next closest tournament would be Charlotte, which has been full for years. We've actually been taking capacity from them. I would need a place that could hold a couple of thousand spectators and has 3 or more lab facilities. We do not have any high schools in this county with a gym big enough, nor do I have anywhere that has a space big enough and also has lab space. So our loss of CVCC may very well mean no more Science Olympiad for Catawba County. Since I still have a minute left, I would like to say I too would like to one day grow up to be much like Leslie Barnett. It would be a great life goal, and it's something I'll definitely work towards when I retire, May 31st.
Thank you, Dr. Turk.
Next speaker is Julia. How do you pronounce your last name? Okay, thank you.
Good evening. I'm Julia La Rochelle. I just wanted to come to you, and I know right now with the process of fulfilling Dr. Barnett's term on the school board is up in the air at this point. However, I just wanted to encourage you as our board to possibly consider Rhonda Pollock as an appointee to fulfill Dr. Barnett's term. Rhonda recently retired this past year from Catawba County Schools. She's been in the schools for many years and is very well versed in Catawba County board policies. So if you would, I'm sure Dr. Barnett would be pleased to know that a fellow educator who has given multiple years to serve the students of Catawba County, that if Rhonda were appointed to continue Dr. Barnett's passion for doing what's right in our county schools. So I just encourage you, if that would be a consideration, just to put her name out there. And we, of course, all miss Dr. Barnett, and but we want to continue what she started and do what's best for our schools. So, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next speaker is Craig Meadows.
My name is Craig Meadows. I'm a former teacher, coach, driver's ed instructor, bus driver, and new teacher mentor in this school system. Former because on June 16th, 2021, while teaching driver's ed, the vehicle myself and two of my students were riding in was ripped apart by a drugged driver. I sustained a traumatic brain injury and several bodily injuries. My students' injuries were horrific. 3 minutes is not long when I could spend 3 hours and still struggle to address the deception and cowardice I've witnessed and been subjected to from this school system. This type behavior has a devastating impact on good teachers, vulnerable students, and trusting families in our community. But I'll spend as many nights here, 3 minutes at a time, as I need to, and am able to address the problems with the leadership of this school system that they refuse to self-correct. I have been treated with a shocking lack of basic human decency by this school system and the vile workers' comp system since my crash that has resulted in severe problems for me and my family. Sometimes by employees of this school system and sometimes by members of my community that I've devoted my life to. I'm sick of it and have had enough. I will stand up for myself and will fight for my family. This deception will stop. No desired end to a situation ever justifies sickening, deceptive, and dishonest means being utilized to accomplish that end. We're talking about a lack of basic human decency. You will tell me what you've done to me to destroy my living testimony that I've spent a lifetime building. You may think you won't, but you are wrong. You most certainly will. You fix it, or I will. I will see you again soon if you don't. Teachers and our children deserve competent and genuine leadership. Contract renewals should stop being passed out like Halloween candy without any accountability. In anticipation of my next visit, I would ask board members to prepare some questions for clarification that one previous board member used to be so fond of as community members attempted to stand against smut and filth made available by the school system to our children today. There are teachers that care about that. I will be prepared to answer them, and then this board will have clarity needed to straighten out the lack of institutional control caused by deception and lack of transparency leaders in this school system have historically relied upon. You are not going to intimidate me into hiding from manufactured guilt or shame. I have lived an honorable life, and you will not take that from me.
Thank you, Mr. Meadows. All right, our next item on the agenda will be our consent items, and I'll turn that over to Dr. Stover.
Thank you, Mr. Mullis. Our consent items are before you, and we did, just a reminder, we did add the number 7 there for our budget. And so I do ask for your approval this evening.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent item agendas items as presented.
Make a motion
All
for the
right,
consent.
I have a motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. That motion passes.
Had to step away for a moment. Next up is unfinished business, approval of Tips USA Purchasing Cooperative Contract with Barbizon Lighting for auditorium lighting repairs and upgrades at Maiden High School. And I think this has to deal with a warranty, correct?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chairman Settlemeyer, members of the board. At the last meeting, we were asked to provide warranty information. We did not have that available at that time, but we do now. For all of the lighting, the fixtures have a 5-year warranty, and LED arrays have a 10-year warranty. There are 20 amp relay modules that have a 2-year warranty from the date of purchase. And those are the warranties for this particular project, which totals $133,174.36. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have with regard to this proposal.
All right, I seek a motion for approval of the Tips USA Purchasing Cooperative Contract with Barbizon Lighting for auditorium lighting repairs and upgrades at Maiden High School.
Motion.
Hearing a motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor for approval of Tips USA Purchasing Cooperative Contract with Barbizon Lighting, please show approval by raise of hand. That is unanimous. Thank you, Mr. Moore.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is approval of the 2026 Early Head Start Continuation Grant presented by Mr. J.R. Sigmund.
Good evening, Board. I'm just seeking approval of our Early Head Start 2026 grant that I presented to you during the work session.
I seek approval, I seek a motion for approval of the 2026 Early Head Start Continuation Grant.
Mr. Chairman, I make the motion to approve as presented.
Hearing a motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, show a raise the hand of approval for the 2026. And that is unanimous.
Thank you.
Sir. Next is approval of the 2024-2025 final audit report for Catawba County Schools presented by Ms. Angie Davis.
Chairman Settlemeyer, Dr. Stover, members of the board, you heard this morning a presentation from the auditor, Andy Deal, from Anderson, Smith & White, and I think you have a copy of that audit in your packet, as well as the PowerPoint presentation that he presented. So we would like to seek approval of the 2024-25 audit report, please.
Motion for approval of the 2025 final audit report for Catawba County Schools.
I make a motion for approval for the audit report for 2025.
Hearing a motion, is there any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor show a raise of hand for approval of 2025. That is unanimous. On the agenda is adoption of the 2025 budget resolution, also presented by.
Yes, sir. So also in your packet is the budget resolution for adoption. This is for this fiscal year, 2025-2026, as was presented this morning, and I'd like to seek your approval, please.
I seek a motion for the adoption of the 2025-2026 budget resolution.
I make a motion for the approval of the budget for 2025, sorry.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adoption of the 2025-2026 budget resolution, shall raise your hand. That is unanimous. Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is approval of committee requesting naming a football stadium press box at Bunker Hill High School presented by Dr. Matt Stover.
Thank you, Chairman Settlemeyer. Earlier today, we got the request from Bunker Hill High School to name the press box after Mr. Johnson, and we are seeking your approval here this evening.
Okay.
I request a motion for approval of committee request for naming the football stadium press box at Bunker Hill High School.
Make a motion that we accept.
Hearing a motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor shall raise a hand. That is unanimous. Thank you. Next is approval of Catawba County Board of Education voting delegates for the North Carolina School Board. 5 delegate assembly. I believe the ones going were Clayton. The alternates. Motion for that approval.
I make a motion for the approval of Catawba County Board of Education voting delegates for the North Carolina School Boards Association 2025 Delegate Assembly.
Hearing a motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor shall raise a hand. Unanimous. Thank you. Next up is approval of request for Catawba County Schools Operations Department Construction Change Directive Number 3 and Change Order 001 for new HVAC systems at Claremont Elementary School. B, a proposed sawmill building at Fred T. Ford High School. And more.
Thank you, Chairman Settlemeyer. Members of the board, 3 items in front of you. The first being construction change directive number 3 for the new HVAC systems at Claremont Elementary School. A lump sum decrease of $460,584.24 at that project. And secondarily, the change order that creates the final contract amount for that project, which is change order number 1, the next document. The original contract amount was $1,069,000. With this deduction of $460,584.24, the final contract sum being $608,415.76. Would you like me to proceed? Yes, sir. The proposed sawmill building at Fred T. Ford High School, we heard a presentation this morning from myself and from Dr. Jeff Eisenhower. The proposal is from Neal Construction in the amount of $224,276. It also includes a general contingency of $7,500, and I would seek your approval of that project. And lastly, you heard a request earlier today from Director of Transportation Brett Huffman with regard to increasing the activity reimbursement rate to $1.85 per mile rather than $1.50 per mile beginning January 1st of 2026. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have about any of these proposals.
No one has any questions. I seek a motion for approval of A, the construction change directive number 3 and change order 001. B, proposed sawmill building at Fred T. Ford High School. Rate increase for
Make a motion that we accept these proposals.
motion. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, show a raise of hand. Unanimous.
Thank you.
Number 7, approval of agreement regarding Catawba County Schools assignment for Catawba County and Lincoln County students impacted by the boundary update between Catawba County and Lincoln County, presented by Dr. Matt Stover.
Well, the time has come. We are ready to have an agreement with Lincoln County Schools, Lincoln County Commission, the our county commissioners and hopefully our school board. We are looking for you to agree and pass this resolution this evening. Again, just a reminder that the students are already with us, or the students remained in Lincoln County, and that the payment for these children won't begin until the next school year.
Mr. Chairman, I make the motion to approve the agreement regarding school assignment for Catawba and Lincoln County students impacted by the boundary update between Catawba and Lincoln County as presented.
I have a motion. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor shall raise a hand. That is unanimous. Thank you. Next up is the approval of personnel recommendations and approval of addendum to personnel recommendations presented by Dr. Matt Stover.
Yes, sir. Members of the board, all those recommendations are in front of you, and we do ask for your approval this evening.
Okay, I seek a motion for approval of personnel recommendations and approval of addendum to personnel recommendations.
Makes motion for approval of personnel recommendations and approval of addendum to personnel recommendations.
I have a motion. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor shall raise a hand. That is unanimous. Thank you. That's everything we have on the agenda. Just to let the public know, we had a working session today where we covered all this in detail. Faster this evening than usual. That being said, I seek a motion for adjournment of the September 22nd, 2025 Catawba County Board of Education.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Hearing a motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor shall raise a hand. Unanimous. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.